There we go. Okay. Chat window is back. Nothing happened. I guess I'll just put a little part 1, or I could just say restart over. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Excuse me. Not on purpose. But yeah, sure. Bye-bye. You know who you messing with? You messing with the champ. What do you mean low battery? Oh, I want to see if it can last as long as possible. Worst comes to shove, I'll just use the one that's not dead. Or dying. We're gonna ignore all of those because that's just stuff in Braille that I definitely cannot read. And behold, we got the first gem that's needed. Cloyster can't learn Waterfall. Hey, Celio, here's the ruby. Oh, hi, Jose. So, Four Island is where the daycare center is, where we could finally get and hatch eggs. Whee. Hey, I can make Pin's ice beam hit harder. We now have all 7 HMs. Still think making Rock Smash and Waterfall and HM is kinda dumb because you only use Waterfall one time. And here's this one time. Like Whirlpool in Gen 2. Lorelei! Only for Waterfall. Hi, Caravan. Yeah, Pin can't learn Waterfall, and he's in the lead right now. So I just put Teller in the box because he's also the highest level. How's everybody doing today? I'm having a week, man. So Monday, it was so humid. Like, it was awful. But it started out with my car breaking down. So, the ball joint that connects to my front wheel popped out when I was doing a turn. So, I was not in the middle of a highway going like 70 miles an hour, thank God. Or on a hill. Ooh, excuse me. I love sparkling water, but boy howdy does the carbonation make me burp. So, had to deal with that. So I was 40 minutes late for work. Car is in the driveway. Hopefully I'll be fixing it this Friday. I got parts on the way. 2 new ball joints, 2 new axles, because I learned yesterday that my axle also popped out. So I was like, great. And I'm so sorry, but right now Lapras is the better ice water type than you are. But yeah, I got parts on the way. I got a coworker who's been taking me to work. He's going to be not so much as watching or helping me, but just making sure that I'm doing everything correctly. But it seems to be very simple, very easy to fix. And that's our time on 4 Island. We'll never come back. Oh, wait, hang on. Then when I got to work, oh my god, I was soaked within minutes of working. And then the weather got bad. Like, I went to the bathroom, it was still somewhat sunny. It was cloudy, but sunny. Then I came out, it was dark. I'm like, where'd the sun go? Alright, so we are on 5 Island. The rocket warehouse is on this island, but we are missing a password. But this island has the Water Labyrinth and Resort Gorges with Lost Cave. Now, Lost Cave is where you get the Silk Scarf, but I'm not going to bother with that. So, then we had the massive storm to the point where we got a warning on my phone saying, hey, there's going to be some devastating baseball-sized hail coming. Take shelter. I was like, say what? The good news is, the hail didn't happen, but boy howdy was it pouring. And of course, as you know, I'm always concerned about water leaking into my basement. Good news, no water went into the basement, thank God. Bad news, my house lost power twice. I feel so bad for We Energies, man. They're like, hey, we restored power, only to lose it again. And it's just like, man, I'm so sorry. The first storm ended. Not too bad. It was okay. And then the second storm hit. It wasn't as long, but it knocked out power at my job 4 times in a row. Right before we were going on our last break at 3 o'clock. And the power didn't come back, so we all left 2 hours early. The good news is I don't have mandatory overtime for Friday. I was actually considering going in, but the guy who is my ride currently is not going in because he wants to spend some time with his son. And I'm all for that. So I'm going to take a 2 hour and 40 minutes pay cut because I was late. And then we lost power at 3 o'clock. Needless to say, everybody was safe. My little sister's area had tornadoes come down. People that her and her husband knew lost their homes, but the people who owned those homes are alive. My niece is alive and is okay. But yeah, that was crazy on Monday. Instantly got cooler, thank God. And I was told the boss is slightly irritated, but he seemed okay to me today. It's just more along the lines of he's going around saying, "Hey, I want you to focus on this job," but then turns around while they're halfway done with the job to go to a different job instead. And yeah, I agree. That's very annoying. It's like, let's finish this job first. You put us on this to begin with. But that's not my department. Oh, 10 grand. That's enough for 500 coins at the game corner. And today I got some rough news. One of my mom's cats that I'm very attached to, his health is not doing so good anymore. Mostly because of his age. His arthritis is just taking a massive toll on his body because of his age. He's got a lump on his body that's pretty concerning. He's not eating or drinking as much water as he should. He's 18 years old. He turned 18 a few weeks ago, so he had a long and fantastic life. I'm just going to be really sad to see him go. Because last year we lost another one of their cats already. Like, literally days before Christmas. So hearing that this one may not be in the best of shape just sucks. Yes, system, I'm aware of low battery. So this is the lady that gives us the silk scarf lives at. But we have to find her in Lost Cave and fight her, so I'm probably not going to do it. I'll unlock Lost Cave, but that's about it. There's stuff in it, but it's just not needed. I'm just getting the location unlocked. Oh, aren't you ballsy? But yeah, hearing that news, I just came close to not streaming, but I just want to take my mind off of things for a bit. The good news is that I'm getting the car parts on Friday. Best case scenario, I'll get my car back up and running on that Friday, and I can get the tires realigned on Saturday. If possible, and hopefully have a car back by the end of, or by the beginning of next week. I also need to get new health insurance because the health insurance company that we have is raising their rates by 50%. So now we have to pick up our own health insurance plan. And it's just... I'm not a fan of stuff right now. This hasn't been a good week for a lot of people in my family. Like, on top of the stuff with their cat Tazo, my mom is potentially getting a root canal done to her mouth. And it's just not a happy camper because of the pain, because her tooth cracked in half. My grandma's great though. It looks like her health is doing so much better. She's eating more, eating better. She ate 2 slices of pizza this past Monday, so that was great. I know it doesn't sound amazing, but she's 81 and had a really bad health scare at the beginning of the year. So seeing her come this far has been fantastic. It was pretty funny on Monday when I walked into the house. She's like, "Is your shirt wet?" I'm like, "Yep." "From the rain?" "No, from my sweat." "Oh." That's how bad it was at work on Monday. It was just awful. Like, it wasn't really hot, but holy crap, the humidity was insane. And then the rain happened. Also, Caravan, I decided once Fire-red is finished, hopefully tonight, I'm just gonna do what I said that I'd do and go to Cyberpunk. I would love to stream Neo 3, but I said I'd do Cyberpunk. I'm going to keep my word. The plan is to finish all these games that I've started or have. Aside from Baldur's Gate 3, because that is on an indefinite hiatus. Nah, he's not a hiker, he's a rune maniac. Which, honestly, they use the same type of Pokemon. But yeah, his sprite is interesting. Okay, we got one item. That's all the time I'm spending in the Lost Cave. Having Silk Scarf for Suletta or Miorine would be nice, but it's just not needed at this point. Like, if I was doing VGC, maybe, but I'm not. I also don't have friends nearby who are playing this, I believe. Don't get me wrong, I love the Sevii Islands epilogue. It's a nice post-game. Sup, Rocket Man? I thought Giovanni disbanded you guys. Hello, Mr. Berry. How am I doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, I'd say about a 4. I had not a great week. Well, for starters, car broke down on Monday. Got slammed by 2 giant storms. And a cat that I'm really close to that my mama owns is potentially going to be on their deathbed soon. So, yeah, I'm doing fantastic. How's my run so far? I beat the Elite Four last week. I'm currently doing the Sevii Island epilogue. This is not a Nuzlocke, by the way. So I do have a theme for Pokemon names. It is duos/couples. You have Ingo and Emmett, the Subway Bros from Gen 5. Pin and Teller, the Magic Comedy Act duo. And Suletta and Miorine, the couple from Gundam Witch from Mercury. Despite what Bandai says, they are a couple. They did get married. You will have rabid fans fighting you if you say otherwise. Sure. Just a standard run for fun. Just using all the Pokemon that I can't use in Leaf Green. So I can't trade them over. Well, tomorrow is Pokemon Scarlet. Friday is Dragon Age the Veilguard. Well, it's not happening this Sunday, but Sunday is D&D. Honestly, usually whatever I'm interested in, I don't really do first-person games, or first-person shooters though. I also don't really do PvP. We recently finished... Oh, first time missing. We recently finished Tales of Berseria. That was a time. That was a time. Yeah, Fire-red Leaf Green is nice. It is probably the best experience for Generation 1. Whereas Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee are the best looking for Gen 1. I'm assuming CS is Counter-Strike. I played and beat GTA 5 twice. I'm okay with not going back. I do not play PUBG. I do not play Counter-Strike. I play and... Well played, coughing. I love the Dark Souls trilogy, though I do have issues with 3. Well, Pin's got defense for days. The last COD that I've played was Ghost, and I'm still upset they will probably not make a sequel to that because people hated it. As for Final Fantasy, yes, I play those games. Yes, I love those games. I streamed both. Sorry, not both. I streamed 4, 7, 16, 13. 13-2, Lightning Returns. $14, but I need to finish. But I need to go back to that. And 15. I need to stream 1 and 2. I also need to finish streaming 3. Or like 5 and 6. I have 8, but I also need to stream that. Oh, I streamed 9 as well. Yes, I stream Wednesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 9 o'clock. Yes, I'm aware low battery. You're still fine. Cute. Yes, Wednesdays and Thursdays it's from 6 to 9. Fridays is from 7 p.m. to 12. Was it 12 a.m.? Yeah, 12 a.m. Though that's been a little weird lately because life. And Sundays is usually between 2 p.m. to 4. Yes, I also streamed FF9 with cheats, which was a massive mistake. Ow! Ow! Probably because I don't have a badge. My older sibling got on my case saying that my channel is very boring. I don't really have quote-unquote incentives for people to keep watching me. So yeah, I don't have badges. I do have emotes though. snap, it's time to chaz it up. Yeah, I won't lie, I'm not very interesting. There are a lot of times where I'll just stay quiet. Usually when a video game has my focus a lot, like Monster Hunter, I stream that a lot. Just got finished streaming Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, actually. When I'm doing Monster Hunter games or Dark Souls, I tend to be a little bit more focused on the game. So I, you know, don't die. I'm good. This is honestly more of a hobby at this point, as well as a incentive for myself to finish my massive backlog of video games. I also can't really spend money to get certain stuff right now because I am dealing with fixing my car. And once my car is fixed, I have to do some home repairs. So my Twitch channel is honestly just not a priority right now. So my apologies for that. Okay, over there is essentially a memorial to an Onyx and Metal Coat, which is useless because we don't have a Pokemon that needs it, aka Onyx or Scyther. Wait, no, we do. We have a Scyther. Unfortunately, I can't trade it, so yeah, Miorine is just going to be a Scyther for forever. Unless I call up my buddy Hyperion, he's like, hey, do you have Leaf Green or Fire-red for your Switch? I don't think he does. 5 Island is done. Well, for now. I think I'll just go straight to 7 Island because there's really no reason to go to this island. Aside from the Trainer Tower. I mean, this guy teaches Swords Dance, but I think only Scyther can learn it. Nope, I forgot. Vileplume can learn it for some reason. They. Nab. Banana. Also, if you're interested in my previous streams of games I have streamed previously, I do have a YouTube channel. It is Ebia7. I'm kind of okay with that. Emmett's attack is more powerful. Is significantly higher than his special attack. Ow. So, across this little bit of water is the trainer tower. It's a fun side activity. I just forgot what rewards you get from it. Hi, Giraffe. I'm so happy you got an evolution in Gen 9. And apparently you're really annoying in Champions because you love to set up Trick Room. I've used Giraffe a few times before. It is a surprisingly solid Pokemon. Dude, I feel you. Mr. Barry, if you're still here, what's your favorite Final Fantasy game? I'll say this right now, mine is 4. It helped me get through a rough point of my life. Oh, a game that I also need to go back to is FF Tactics. I could also restream Catherine Full Body again. That was interesting. I feel like Rin was definitely unnecessary. Other than that, game is great. Just Catherine, but more. Really don't like the third ending for Catherine with a K route though. Like, I'm happy for you, girl. Cool, but man. Dang. I feel bad for Vincent. I'm terrible with the game because honestly, while I love Catherine with a K, Catherine with a C is a succubus, so you know me and demon ladies. I am weak. Bye, Blossom. Yep, and now we're going to see Johto and a few Hoenn Pokemon. So everybody tries to get 255 for Teller. I forgot to put Max Repulsive back on. I say that, but then we just see a freaking Spearow. I am a liar. I am not a member of your fan club. I don't even know who you are. Oh, hey, you're my friend. That's who you are. Yeah. Honestly, I probably wouldn't be surprised if Mason does know how to juggle. I like Pineco, but man, are they really... It's not that they're hard to use, it's more of they're difficult to use because they're mostly defensive hazard setters with spikes, stealth rocks, poison spikes, or toxic spikes, stuff like that. So you're not really getting a lot of offensive capabilities. But they are slow, so Gyro Ball is pretty good. You're fine. Glad the teams don't have a water immunity. Dude, chat. So I learned that the move Acupressure, a move that buffs a random stat of yours, can not only be used on you, but also your team members in a double or triple battle. I was like, really? All these years of playing Pokemon and I still learned something new. It's a fun move. You punch people who abuse Pokemon? Hey, so there's this guy named Guestless who does exactly that. You want to punish him? Good luck! You might die, but good luck! Punish or punch? Probably, I mean, punching can be a punishment. But she did say punish. I will agree. Guestless in Black and White 2, having a physical Hydreigon with max level frustration is pretty great storytelling. But I think it would have been even better if he also had a Pokemon that evolved via friendship that was not evolved fully. Flex and yeah. I mean, Black to White too, he has a cane that he controls Kyurem that try to freezes you solid. Oh. That's interesting. +3 attack. Yeah. Not to mention the only two that evolve via friendship in Unova is Swadloon to Leavanny and Woobat into Swoobat. Let's go. Dang, still not enough. Ow. That's fine, Milk Tank. Just keep taking poison damage. I'm glad it doesn't have Sap Sipper. My Buffalat in Sword and Shield has Sap Sipper. Sweet. I did that so that way if I did hit myself with Confusion, it wouldn't kill me. Nugget. Tanobi Key. And now the Tanobi ruins are unlocked and we can go catch Unknown. Ooh. Yeah, I saw that he was streaming a third playthrough. I was like, oh, wonder what happened. I mean, yeah, that's some rough RNG, but me missing 3 Thunders and getting frozen twice in a row was probably worse, I feel. I feel like that's like the first time I've used Toxic since giving it to Ingo. Really? Ursa Ring. I like how, since Ursa is bear, Teddy Ursa is just teddy bear. And Ursa Ring is just bear ring. Yeah, Bruno trained Brawly of Hoenn. I've worked to protect your environment, in turn nature protects me. No, it don't. You think nature cares about you, Jackson? Ah, shoot. The only pure grass type, and I don't have a poison move. Really, Sulota? You know, sometimes I wonder if the type boosting items actually just don't work in this game. It's probably just because I just don't know if I had a train of thought, but I lost it in mid-talking. Sulota is just that weak. The answer would probably not be surprising. Like, yeah, sure, he's 55, but 132 special attack, 147 speed. Heck yeah. 105 attack, 102 special attack, 129 speed. Even Emmett's special attack is higher. Same with Pins. Yeah, Suletta just sucks. This is not a good Pidgey. But you know what? She pulled through during the Elite Four and was a fantastic starter, so I'm not getting rid of her. Hello, Chansey. Dang it! Oh, goody. Well, I have an answer for that. That's not threatening. You're Chansey. Your physical defense is worse than an Alakazam's. Oh, you think I'm cute? Thank you. I am single. Listen, controller, we got 2 hours left. Deal with it. I'll put you on the dock before I go to bed tonight. I like my video description for last week's Scarlet playthrough. Usually I put a chill playthrough, but instead I was ranting and raving due to how much I hate Carmine. That was the description. I don't like her. Always that one pixel. The max elixir, but that's doing lesser. Nope! Oh, but it mattered then. Oh wow, Rock Smash is getting some more use. Let's go. King's Rock. Slowpoke to Slowking or Poliwhirl to Politoed. Sure, give me that money. Leroy! Oh. Oh. Dang it, I'm out of Giga Drains. I'm pretty sure I still outspeed it with chlorophyll. Yup. Firing my laser! Heck yeah. Good, I only had 2 solar beams left. But I think I'm out of Fire Blast. Which is a shame. No, I have 2 left. Oh, 1 left. Charcoal boosted stab, sun, fire blast gets the kill. Let's go, Emmett. Oh, by the way, Caravan, I'm about 35 Pokemon away from finishing the Living Pokédex in Alpha Sapphire that I've been working on. Obviously, I am not including unattainable Pokemon like Mew and Diancie, which still makes me mad because I had Diancie, I have its Mega Stone, but I don't know what happened to it. So I'm like, well, poo. I think he only gives us a Lucky Punch. Or he actually does heal. I do get a heal. Heck yeah. Perfect timing. Lucky Punch raises Chansey's critical hit ratio. And only for Chansey. I don't know if it works with Blissey. Diancie. I always said Diancie, but to be fair, I have been pronouncing Suicune as Suicune for ever since I was a boy. So, yeah. Either way, I'm still upset that I lost it because I really wanted to use it. But, nope. There's also Volcanion, which never came to generation it was introduced in. It took till, I believe, Gen 7? Or Generation 8 for the US to finally get Volcanion. The same thing with Zeraora. It was introduced in Gen 7, but we didn't get it until 8. So it's just like, wow. Wait, I think Volcanion might have been Gen 7? When the fuck was Volcanion introduced? Cameron, could you look that up for me? I don't feel like dealing with the internet while I'm recording because it gets all funky wonky. Please. Was Volcanion introduced in Gen 6 or 7? By the way, hideous shiny. I heard its movie wasn't all that great either. F it. Bye, strength. We'll just do the Chansey dance again. Yeah, Zero Aura never came to the US until Gen 8, which was a raid battle. And you needed Pokemon Home in order to get it if the raid battle was successful and it was a shiny, which I do have. And it was introduced in Gen 7, had its own movie, just like Volcanion. And then it got a Mega Evolution in Legend ZA, and no one has talked about it since. Zero Aura meet Volcanion. Pot meet kettle. Woo. Yeah, I don't have Jirachi either. I have it in Pokemon Home, though. I believe it's the one that I got all the way back in Gen 4 for its special Pokewalker route. Alright, Shinobi Ruins. Repel activated? Yep. Again, this is just to get unknown, but we'll fight this guy. I love Jirachi. Jirachi's adorable, even if it does have an eye on its stomach. Honestly, I think I will be able to get this epilogue done today. Let's go. Yeah, so tonight might be the final final stream for Fire-red, guys. I know it took me a while to finish it, but I really wanted to finish Tales of Berseria and Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. I'm glad I got those finished. Sorry, Berseria, not Arise. Did I say Arise? I don't remember. Fudge. I'll shoot burgers. Oh. Now it has a +2 attack. Not good enough though. I outspeed. You know, chat, I think after finally using them, I think the Lati twins, Latios and Latias, are probably my least favorite legendary duo, or just legendary Pokemon. I get that they're twins, so I can forgive them for the similar designs. I don't hate their designs either. Jet plane dragon, in a way. But not like Valstrax. I think they're just... Their typing, while unique, Psychic Dragon. Yes, I get it. It just don't feel unique. If that makes any sense. Their special moves, Luster Purge and Mist Ball aren't bad. But I think my biggest complaint is just that their Mega Evolutions are very boring. Fun fact, introduced in Gen 6, but we didn't, in X and Y, but we didn't get them until freaking Auras. Alright, off to 6th Island. Cause, yeah, I'm just really not big on the Lati twins. Favorite legendaries, on the other hand, if we're just going legends, I don't think the Lati twins are legends, they might be mythicals. Hi Jose. He's got a point. There's not... In order to finish the Kanto Pokédex, you need to trade between Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Sorry, the National Pokédex in Leaf Green and Fire Red. I think you also need Pokemon XD Coliseum? Yeah. Because you can't get Umbreon and Espeon in here because there's no day and night cycle. Water path. I mean, there's Pattern Bush and Altering Cave, which is useless. But there are a bunch of trainers, so I guess we'll just go up first. Because Dotted Hole is where our destination is. Yeah, we'll just go up first. So no one can see me. Are you practicing that to become invisible? Or are you just practice shy? Yeah, that's right. You copied my really useful ability there, Mr. Mime. Oh, somebody losing, right? I did. Ah! That's right, Juggler. I think his name was Edward. Take heed of the fact that I not only was the reason for your loss, but I also saw it! Alrighty. I got an hour and 35 minutes. Well, I hope you and your boyfriend get some time to spend together soon. Jincho! It's so happy! Ah yes, cut! The move that we haven't needed ever since we beat Surge. Until tonight! Because we need it in order to get into the dotted hole cave. Oh. Ow. Ow. Oh my god, let's go! I was not expecting her to live that takedown. Well, she's got 111 physical defense. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. What was her nature again? Naive. Yeah, I think the fact that Emmett's nature is jolly is one reason why it's the reason why his special attack is so bad. Teller being timid is fine because timid just lowers physical attack and he is not a physical attacker. Ingo being modest on the other hand, oh heck yeah. He's got the highest special attack out of everybody. Don't be hating. I never said that. Gyarados. I'm just gonna go into my Gyarados killer. Okay. Dude, I'm so happy that Electabuzz, one of my favorite electric types, got an evolution in Electivire. But man, why did it become a physical attacker? Hope you like Thunder Punch, Wild Charge, possibly Spark if it gets it, and now Supercell Slam. So you're going to be using all of those moves. And I guess Terra Blast for Gen 9 specifically. It does suck that Jinx didn't get an evolution. It's like, wow. I feel like Jinx really should have one. Because I used one in Soul Silver, and I have to say, it's not good. Oh, my Lady Rose. Oh, what are you doing from Hoenn? It's a Sunkern. It can't do anything to me. Okay, it did something to me. Endeavor is weird. It just knocks your opponent down to the amount of HP you currently have. Even if you're at full HP, like right now. Ah, Sunflora, I love you, but my god, are you not good. You also do not look great in 3D either. You think I'm cute? Thank you. I am single. Pattern bush. So this is supposed to look like something, but I don't really understand what it's supposed to look like, even when I look at the map on Bulbapedia. But hope you like bug types and ducks. Fun fact: getting a Heracross was surprisingly hard for me to get in Gen 4 for Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which is significantly easier than Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum because I don't have to deal with the freaking honey trees. That I actually had to come all the way to the Pattern Bush in Leaf Green, find a Heracross, catch it, and then migrate it over to Soul Silver. Just so I could use it in Platinum. I mean, it worked. That was an interesting team. I made a Pokemon Platinum team based off of the Pokemon I used in Crystal. It was literally just Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Togetic, Fortress, and a Heracross. Surprisingly pretty solid. Granted, in Platinum I evolved Togetic to a Togekiss. I felt like I should. But other than that, they were both really solid in both generations, despite the fact that Flareon is a physical attacker. Poor thing. Let's go. Bye, Bethany. That's what you get for having a Chansey. Your special attacker's not physical. They have fantastic special defense, too. Oh, hey, look, Heracross. Oh, hey, look, it's a Mew who's 4 times super effective to it with Stab and a Sharp Beak. This will not survive a fly, even if it is from a Suletta with her terrible stats. Yep. You're not the only girl, but they aren't very prominent, that's for sure. Oh, hey look, it's the dog Pokemon Hyperion doesn't like. I prefer Gramble over Snubble, but I will stand by that it being a fairy type was a nerf. It only having play access to just the sole physical fairy type move, Play Rough, is not great. At least that's what it was in Gen 6. Gen 8 introduced Spirit Break, which was the signature move to Grimmsnarl. There's also the whole Twinkle Tackle thing for the Z move, and whatever the fudge Eevee and Pikachu got in the Let's Go games. Doesn't matter. The only one that matters is Play Rough, because that's the only thing that Snubble gets. Same with Fido. We need more physical fairy type moves, Game Freak. Come on! I'm fine with Draenicus not being a physical contact move, but we really do need some more. At least 2. ...2005. I was alive during that year. What was I 2005? That was 21 years ago. I'm 32 now. I was 11. Ooh, yeah, that's the bad period of my life. Yeah, never mind. 2005, I was like, oh, that's a good year as the joke, but no, that was not a good time. Honestly, from 4th grade to 9th grade, it was just not good for me at all. Oh man. Ingo, why are you so hyper specialized, buddy? Like, when he's against the thing that he's good for, he's amazing. But when he's not, he sucks. This is one of them. So I have to rely on just the pure power of a solar beam. Let's go! Alright, time to get my HP back. Oh no, Paris! Oh, poop. I wonder if it has dry skin. Nope. Ow. Oh shoot, I didn't know sun was gone. Yay! Yay! Woo! Woo, that was scary. Oh shoot, I forgot I was charging. Ingo might actually die now. That sucks, I was gonna switch him out. Never mind! Never punished! Let's go! So 3 trainers left. They will be surfing to Alternating Cave. Then we'll make our way to the Dotted Hole. And then Team Rocket Warehouse on Island 5. And that'll be it. Honestly, if there is a chance that I might just go overtime to finish this. Simply because I've kind of been blitzing through everything. Like, I thought it would take at least 2 streams. No. Not really. So if I go over, I'll go over. But tonight will be the finale to Fire-red. And then next Wednesday will be Cyberpunk 2077. Or Neo 3 if I cave and crumble because I am weak. Yanma. Really glad you got an evolution. Whoops! That's not what I wanted. Talk about misclick. What? It's Beedrill, the only bug Pokemon that has a good bug type move in Twin Needle, and it's the only bug Pokemon to learn it until Escavalier became a thing in Gen 5. Does 25 damage per hit. So it's 50 damage with a chance of poisoning. It's not bad, it's just attached to a Beedrill. Which, I love Beedrill, don't get me wrong. But unfortunately, it is not good. Until it got on Mega Evolution, then it got insane. Oh, when you realize that a lot of your favorite Pokemon are just not good Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to use a Pyukumuku on a team in Gen 7 and later, whenever it shows up. The issue is that Pyukumuku doesn't really learn any damaging moves. Like, I think it only gets counter. Like, it's a good support mon when it's dealing with poison. And if it dies at full HP, it basically one-shots the enemy that killed it. Because of innards out. Oh my god. That's it. Okay, sorry. It also gets Bide. Which is just not good. So, here are the moves for Pyukumuku in Gen 7. Baton Pass. Water and Mud Sport. Harden. Bide. Helping Hand. Taunt, Safeguard, Counter. The only Pokemon to know this, Purify. It basically heals the target status condition. If the move succeeds, it also restores the user's own HP. So you have to be afflicted by a status condition. It's also a poison type, interestingly enough. Curse, Gastro Acid, Pain Split. Recover! At that point, then why bother having Purify? Purify is just refresh, but better. Soak! Toxic and Memento. That is Pyukumuku's leveling moves. It is not good, man. For TMs. It doesn't get any damaging moves either. It gets Toxic, Hail, Taunt, Light Screen, Protect, Rain Dance, Safeguard, Double Team, Reflect, Rest, Attract, Quash, Psych Up, Swagger, Sleep Talk, Substitute, Confide. For egg moves, it gets Endure, Venom Drench, Bestow, and Tickle, and for Usum only, Spite. For move tutors, Block, Pain Split, Gastro Acid, Spite, Helping Hand, and Recycle. It gets nothing except Bide and Counter, and its base HP stat is 55. Granted, its defense and special defense are 130 apiece, but its speed is 5! It's just a support mon, and it's also ridiculously cute. Alright, let's see Gen 8. Does it get anything new? It lost bide, so now only counter it for its leveling move. It gets Mirror Coat for an egg move, but that's it. Pyukumuku, I'm so sorry. But it's so cute. Like, at least the Pincurchin does damage, despite being ridiculously slow. Whoops. Chat, what do you think of Pyukumuku? Like, it is definitely a double battle Pokemon who is literally there just for support. And even then, its support is not all that good. Like, Smirgle is bad, but at least it has a use. Snom, not good either, but at least it evolves via friendship. To be a Pyukumuku fan is to suffer, but then you look at Pyukumuku and you're just like, you're so cute. Too gimmicky for your taste. It really is. Like, honestly, the only time it can one-shot anything is with its innards out ability if it dies in one hit. But then it's not getting any EXP. So it's like a Pokemon you don't want to level up. Because it's just... Because innards out, I think, gets... It says by the maximum of HP you have. I don't know if it means when it is completely full, or based on the amount of HP you have, as in number. I think it means by how full the HP bar is, though. Well, fudge. It's not a good matchup. It's basically the Final Gambit as an ability, which is essentially just self-destruct or explosion, but based on how much HP you have. I like gimmicky Pokemon, but at least make them usable, like, say, Slacking or Shedinja. I decided to keep my Shedinja in my Emerald playthrough, and I have to say, I really like switching it in on Tentacles and Tentacruels on the way between the surf route between the middle of Petalburg and Petalburg Woods to Slateport. Because the Tentacles couldn't do anything to me because of Wonder Guard, and they didn't have a poisoning move. The worst they could do was Supersonic, and none of them had it. And I taught my Shedinja Dig. I was looking at Wallace's Pokemon team, and the only Pokemon that can even do anything to my Shedinja is his Milotic and Tentacruel, because they both have Toxic, and his Ludicolo, because it has Leech Seed. Other than that, his last 3 Pokemon, you can't touch it. I will say I have been essentially locked onto Sevii whenever a Pokemon comes up to make sure it doesn't have a super effective attack move. Real funny to see a Nuzleaf that is Grass and Dark type doesn't get a Dark type move until level 31 or so, get one shot by a freaking Leech Life. I'm like, dang. I also taught Secret Power, so it's got some... Shedinja actually has some pretty decent attack. I just wish that they would have gone all in on it. It has 1 HP. Why do you give it physical and special defense stats? Turn it into a slow glass cannon. Its speed isn't that great already. Get rid of its defenses, pour everything into either attack or physical attack. Or physical or special attack, or both. And just see what happens. I mean, granted, it not being strong makes sense considering the fact that it's the husk of a cicada. But just, seriously, just get rid of its defenses. It only has the 1 HP. Oh, thank God, another PP up for Giga Drain. Know what I mean, chat? Because Wonder Guard protects you from any hit that is not super effective. However, if it is Stealth Rocks, Spikes, Sandstorm, Hail, Poison, Burn, and if you hit yourself in Confusion, that is the only way that you could die, aside from super effective attacks. I accidentally sent it out to fight a Pokemon, and I forgot it had that the previous one set up Sandstorm, and it died to Sandstorm. I was like, oops. Oh well. So hey, Quillfish. They're actually quite tough. I like Quillfish. I used it in my all poison type run in Heart Gold. Taught this thing Steel Wing and I haven't used it. Man, the trip here is probably the longest out of all the islands. That bumps me up, man. I'll take it out on you. Alright. Yeah, so alternating cave was like a Japan thing, where you had to do certain things with records to get different Pokemon to show up. Again, never came to the US, I believe. I'm glad tomorrow's Thursday, chat. I am actually really excited to work on my car. Growing up, I wanted to be a mechanic. But after taking 2 courses of mechanical stuff in high school, I basically was like, this isn't really for me. So now this is on low power. You guys are fine. You only got an hour left. Y'all can make it. Alright, top of 6 Island is done. I accidentally called this 5 Island. On to the dotted hole. After a quick rest. And then back to 5 Island to take out the rocket warehouse. The good news is that the right side controller will die before the left side controller. That's pretty weird. That would have been nice to have. Here's your freeze. Oh, now you're getting some power. Let's go crit! That'd be nice if I had a Sun Kernel or Gloom at the beginning of the game. Actually, that would have been real bad. Like, Ingo was good as a Gloom, but I don't know if I could have lasted that long with a Gloom up to here. HP up. Wow, it's real easy to get here. To the dotted hole. The battlefield is so high up. We're only 5 feet up off the ground, dude. Unless you're like scared of heights like I am, then yeah, that's... Dude, I get it. I hear ya. Look at Sudowoodo posing like it's a fashion model. I would like Sudowoodo to get an evolution. I think that'd be cool. Become a rock grass type. I don't think there is a rock grass type. I know there's ground grass because of Torterra. Man, Pin is just having a time of his life. So, oh, what's this? More rock ground types? Perfect. I'm gonna make them disappear. I actually might not go over tonight. Because again, after the dotted hole, it's just a rocket warehouse, which Will take some time getting through because I would like to get at least try to get all the items in it. It's also where we finally get Sludge Bob for Ingo, but at this point, why bother teaching it to him? I stand. Alright, Caravan, I got a question for you. What is your favorite gimmick Pokemon? So let's actually use Steel Wing. I personally might have to say Shedinja. Because it's both broken in terms of its ability and really annoying to use because of its ability. Though, followed by Zoroark with its illusion. Illusion is fantastic for mind games. You know what, we're just gonna put Ingo up front. What compelled me to come here? I'm looking for a Sapphire. Probably Shedinja. Yeah. Like, Slack King with his Truant is honestly more of a hassle than a gimmick. Unless you just spam Giga Impact. I figured I could try a Stall Sableye. Stall basically makes it where the Pokemon always moves last in turn. So I have it with Payback, because Payback gets stronger if you move after the opponent. Oh, shoot. And so that way, since it's always moving last, give it a life orb. So Payback hits even harder. And of course, it's got access to Fake Out. It gets a Mega Evolution, but then it loses Stall for Magic Bounce, which is also a really good ability. Oh, interesting. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for. Why we still have cut this whole time. Just in case of... Up is good. Up left. Right. Down. There we go. Found a Sapphire! Foo-foo. Foo-foo-foo-foo. I guessed right. I was right in tailing you. Bye! Yes, nah, Chansey. Coding need log. Yes, nah, Chansey. That is a weird password, but you gotta say, not a lot of people will guess it correctly. Alright, we're done with 6 Island now. Back to 5 Island to tackle the Team Rocket warehouse. Heal. Ain't this Johto music? Welcome back, Team Rocket. Upgrade! Hey, I can evolve my Porygon to Porygon 2! At this point, though, it would... I guess it would be a bit of a power upgrade. Houndour. You know, while I'm still more of a fan of Scizor, I do like Scyther. Scyther has been pretty good in this playthrough. Actually, yeah, let's check the battery levels. They're still okay. This is literally the last dungeon, controllers. Please hang on. Oh, shooters. Big Pearl. This one always stumps me, so it's gonna be a while, chat. And no card doesn't exist yet, so bye-bye. What's this one? Nope. It's not the bottom one. Top. That just sent me back to here. So that's gotta be the middle. Yes. Yay, sludge bomb! Oh, I know Giovanni. I fought him 3 times and won all 3 times. He even disbanded Team. He even said he disbanded Team Rocket right in front of me. I even recorded it just to make sure. See? Holds up the fame checker with the recording. I was about to add something to it, but that was a really, really dark joke when they did that. And I don't think a teenager like this character should do that. For context, what I was thinking of was doing the recording of Giovanni disbanding the team, disbanding Team Rocket like Jan Valentine from Helsing Ultimate Bridge with the phone call. Where he's off screen saying, read it right. Alright. Just put my faith in Giovanni and do as I told. Oh boy! Teller will still outspeed you, Muck. So I believe that this Team Rocket admin is... Oh wow, that is Earthquake. Ariana from the Heart Gold Soul Silver Team Rocket cast. Alright, it has Earthquake. Definitely cannot use Emmett because Earthquake will hit me while I'm underground with Dig and potentially do more damage. Though I don't know why she got rid of Buck instead and replaced it with a Murkrow. The fun thing about Shin Ninja, when I use a revive on it, every revive is a max revive. And I believe that this is actually Archer. From the HGSS Team Rocket cast. So why did he replace his Golbat with a coughing? Why do they do anything that fair? I will not forget when I was fighting someone in this, fighting a rocket with a cough. I think with that coughing, actually, outside the warehouse, I sent out my Gyarados, it intimidated it, dropped its attack, I Dragon Danced, only for it to use Memento on me? Or it used Haze, so it got rid of my stat changes and its stat changes. And then it used Memento, lowered my attacks, died, and I was just like, man, I can't even be mad. That was just well played. Houndoom! Hyperion's favorite dog Pokemon? At least for Gen 2. It does have a cool sprite. It was pointed out by an artist that Houndoom has no ears. Ah, Houndoom, you were good in Gens 2 and 3, but with the physical special split, a lot of dark type moves that you had became physical. Okay, yeah, he took out a Pokemon. Yep, Team Rocket really has disbanded. And they'll come back in gold, silver, crystal. Heart gold and soul silver. I wouldn't mind doing another Gen 2 playthrough. I just don't know what Pokemon to use. Alright, the final battle for this run. I will state, chat, if I do a Nuzlocke of this game, I will probably not do the Sevii Island epilogue. I will probably follow just like the regular Nuzlockers and just stop after I beat the Elite Four. But that's if I do a Nuzlocke. Eight Giga Drains now. Porygon. Thank God I wasn't using you. That would have taken a long time. Oh shoot, it got Chlorophyll now. I still outspeed it. Go, Ingo, go, Ingo, go, Ingo, go! Good lord! Ingo once again proving that he is a murder machine. Like I said, he may be specialized, but he still has just raw power. That modest nature, man, is doing work. Not to mention just no charge solar beam. Oh heck it, why not? The worst this Magneton can do is paralyze me. Will it go down in one hit? I doubt it. Nope. But it was close. I might raise Emmett up one more level so that way everybody's level 56. Yay! So he actually alludes that your rival Silver in Gen 2 is the son of Giovanni. And it was later confirmed in the Spiky Pichu event, the Spiky Ear Pichu event, with Sevii going back in time. Alright, come on guys. Let's end it with Emmett hitting level 56. I know I have low battery. We're almost done. That'll take a while. Come on, give me some evolutions. Oh, it's a level 50 Pidgeotto, so that's something at least. As long as it doesn't use Whirlwind. Or that. Celio! Here's the Sapphire. So with this, we could trade with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I really do hope that they bring the rest of Gen 3 to the Switch, so that way we can, you know, get the Pokédex done for it. Oh, also this cave here was being built when we first arrived, and it's now finished. He found gold. He actually moves, and we see him again in Gen 2. And he does give a nugget. I believe. He moves up by rock tunnel. And since we finished the Sevii Island storyline, I believe he now sells all this stuff now. Maybe? Oh, 1 second. Ah, here we go. He's new. So he now sells repeat and timer balls and lava cookies from the Hoenn region. Alright, chat. It is time to end where it all began. We have finished the Sevii Island epilogue. Beat the Elite Four, connected to the Hoenn region. Thank you all for joining me on this Fire-red playthrough. I do enjoy Gen 3 despite the fact that it still has some jank from Gen 1. And its questionable choices with the whole friendship evolutions and whatnot. But it is still a fantastic game. If you are starting Pokemon and you want to experience Gen 1, this is honestly the best way to do it. The Let's Go games aren't bad, but they have weird mechanics. So if you want very traditional Pokemon to start at, this is definitely it. But if you want a more modern one and you don't really care about graphics, you just want to have a nice chill time and it's really fun to just catch Pokemon, definitely do Scarlet and Violet. Just get it on the Switch too. They'll run better. But for the YouTube people, thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. If not, that's okay. This will be uploaded in 2 parts. The first part will be like not even a minute long when I first get my quest from Celio, because when I started streaming, my chat window was not in my OBS. So that is why the bulk of it will be on this video. Bye bye.